Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Nigga picked the Chiefs. That is so funny.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
That's funny.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
This nigga want to run with fucking Mahomes.
A terrific run there.
All right, we got something for that. This a fill-out drive. This a fill-out drive. I should have picked the Ravens. That's what I should have picked up. I figured I picked the Jets because you thought he was gonna pick the Giants. So you know, I should have picked the Ravens. It's a fill-out drive.
At the 25-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Strong. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Hey, 88, for the 50. Yeah, live. Inside.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Get 300. Take 30. 26.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Big gain for the Jets there. 36 yards. They'll run. It's Hall. Powering forward. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Motion man is Rice. Off the play fake. Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That one good for 29. Motion man is Rice. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down, Rodgers. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll try to run for it with Hall. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Mecole Hardman, the return man for the Chiefs. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
One quarter in the books. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to keep it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelce. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Yellow. Yellow.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. Rodgers on 1st down. To the left side, and Adams has it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A throw left side taken in by Corley. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
50. Hey, you block over here.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Inside. Back north.
Rodgers to throw. And he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. And when you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this. And his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. first and 10 for Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
15.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. Big play for KC. 61 yards. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be second and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now,
fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Set to go now on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Jump out. Look again.
Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down for Aaron. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Hey, 88.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. They put Wilson in motion.
Look again.
On third down, Rodgers. He'll get this out wide. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Go to 50. Yeah, live.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Corley. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Jets. Now Zerline for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets cut the lead to 3, 24-21. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. They go play action with Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Rodgers. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 55 yards on the game. He'll try the right side with Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. He'll go again with Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets have taken a 4-point advantage. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Conklin goes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's Corley. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. Open man, that's Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Get 300! Get 300!
They put Wilson in motion. Rodgers going up top again. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 30. Da-da-da.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Conklin. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow.
Motion man is Rice. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get this complete to Gibson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
26.
They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Second and 6 coming up. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hey, 88.
On third down, Rodgers. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. Here we go. First and goal. They put Adams in motion. They'll run it with Hall. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Zuerlein's kick. Up and good. And the Jets have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's first and 10.
Yellow, 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Down the field, he's got Kelsey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Mahomes. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Oliver. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22.
All right, Mike. file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. They put Wilson in motion. On play action, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.